Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Rumors are flying once more that Ezra Miller is reportedly going to be replaced as the Flash, no matter what, after the movie comes out next year. And I personally would not be surprised if that is the case. And the rumors have a couple of interesting sources, so there could be something to this because Warner Brothers has repeatedly defended their decision to hold on to Miller and not to do anything about The Flash, which is coming out next year. But that doesn't mean that they won't stop using him once that movie is out. Facing up to 26 years behind bars doesn't help Miller's chances, but no matter which way a jury or judge rules, the troubled actor is likely done altogether as Barry Allan after The Flash reaches theaters. That is something I think is very likely. It's unclear yet, but Ezra Miller has created far too many problems for themselves and for the studio to deal with. I mean, it's really ridiculous. That is what Twitter user and scooper My Time to Shine Hello, among others, has been saying consistently based on inside information. The account's latest tweet on the matter claims, Ezra is getting replaced post-Flash movie no matter what. It's just the way it is. A month ago, a tweet making a declaration along similar lines was sent by the scooper, which read, "Not sure if good news or bad news, that's up to you. But I hear Ezra Miller is done as the Flash no matter what happens, not coming back." And as I said, that's very likely. I mean, I don't see how any studio, including Warner Brothers, would want to keep trying to work with Miller, given all the problems they've been creating. These aren't claims coming from out of nowhere or being made in a vacuum. They are presaged by frequent rumors and industry reports that Miller is too much of a headache for Warner Brothers to handle. It's easy to see why. Allegedly, after David Zaslav and Discovery took over, there was a shouting match at a board meeting where the directors present wanted to shelve The Flash and figure out what to do about the Miller crisis. The scoop was first shared by undercover Cine, who claimed Zaslav got outvoted on Tuesday with regards to the Ezra Miller situation. Majority of the WB Discovery board wanted to indefinitely shelve The Flash, but Zaslav was against it. So he called in another meeting today, and sounds like there's a shouting match happening at Warner Brothers. YouTuber and film scooper Grace Randolph backed up the claim, declaring, "I'm not sure how true this is regarding specific drama details, but I am hearing that indeed this is it, man. The moment of truth for The Flash. Developing story. Hopefully we get an answer regarding its fate soon." Well, Grace Randolph is very well connected, and if she's hearing this too, that adds quite a bit of weight to this rumor. So if this is going to be the end for Ezra Miller, I don't think anyone should be surprised. Zaslav, however, reportedly likes the film and is a big believer that it can be a win for the studio, so he nixed their proposal to shelve the film. He also is a reported believer in the idea of Miller seeking help, which apparently Miller is getting mental help, but to what extent and how effective it is, that's all to be seen. The actor issued an apology, but it was taken as disingenuous when it looked like all Miller cared about was losing the role of Barry. YouTuber Orange Hat Reviews put it this way at the time the apology was given. They don't care that they've been running amok for 2 years, menacing women across 4 different countries, but the second their movie is threatened, time to back up and make some apologies. A reputed insider who agrees told Deadline, "There is no winning in this for Warner Brothers. This is an inherited problem for Zaslav. The hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released, and hope for the best to turn out." Well, between Miller going to jail and The Flash at risk of flopping thanks to bad publicity, smooth sailing appears out of reach in this case. There's never anything as smooth sailing when it comes to Ezra Miller. That's been very, very clear from the beginning. And it very likely had a negative impact on Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore movie that came out earlier this year, and ended up basically flopping because it just couldn't generate enough money. Now, that movie was also impacted by Johnny Depp being recasted, but Ezra Miller's behavior during that period of time certainly didn't help the publicity for that film. And Miller going forward, I personally don't see how Warner Brothers, or any studio for that matter, for the foreseeable future, would benefit from having Miller involved. I mean, this is a very troubled individual. Miller needs to sort out whatever mental health problems that the actor has, and maybe if the actor gets treatment and can demonstrate that they can behave in a more normal fashion and not be attacking people willy-nilly, well, then there could be hope for a future acting career for Miller. But right now, it's not looking too good, and I don't think he will be kept as the Flash once that movie hits theaters next year. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to see more of our videos in the future and help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.